In the same vein, here in London, Biafran Independence Day was marked with a memorial to commemorate those who died during the 3-year civil war. Earlier today, Vox spoke with Nena Ubani, a journalist and Igbo culture activist who was at the rally, and asked her how the event differed from the rallies in Nigeria.
Like you know, yesterday, being the 30th of May, marked the 49th anniversary of the Republic of Biafra, or when obviously the Republic of Biafra was instated. And it was a different kind of thing because a lot of people came together to kind of remember the dead and how many lives were lost. Obviously, you're aware that it was in millions, like the amount of people who actually got killed during the 3-war duration of the war.
When you think about Biafra and how far Nigeria has come since then, do you think that it's important that the government and the country hold a formal recognition of the lives lost during the Civil War?
Definitely, regardless of what people's opinions or attitudes are towards the indigenous people of Biafra or the organizations that are agitating for Biafra, you need to also understand that people lost a lot of loved ones, a lot of people lost so much, and many families were wiped off, and people feel like they never really got a chance to grieve, or anytime that name Biafra is mentioned, everyone kind of gets scared. Oh, is the war going to start again or whatever? But you need to understand that people need to be given a chance to heal, and also a chance to be able to say, this happened to us. And I believe the reason why this keeps coming up again and again is because the issues that surrounded this very thing that's happened has never been addressed by the Nigerian government at any point.
How would you like to see the Nigerian government acknowledge this?
I'm coming from a psychological background and a psychological point of view, because if you also look at similar things that have occurred, around the world, people usually get a chance to be able to express their view, to actually be able to find closure. Even if you're not moving forward, at least there needs to be like a common ground where issues need to be put on the table and discussed to find a way to kind of move forward. I'm not obviously the best person to tell you exactly where it should be heading towards, but I think at least there needs to be a forum held whereby both parties are able to say what they have in their minds. Because speaking to the people yesterday, what came across was the fact that people felt like their voices weren't being heard, and their opinions were kind of not being taken into consideration. That was just my opinion from what happened yesterday.
Now, Nena, I know that you are of Igbo descent, and some of the people who suffered most severely during the Biafran struggle were of the Igbo ethnic group. How important is it to you that there is light shed on that fact as well?
It's undeniable that Biafra is part of the Igbo history, and as Igbo people, we lost a lot. Having said that, not obviously everyone Igbo is agitating for Biafra, because some people are scared of what happened before, and they wouldn't like, if, for want of a better word, a repeat of what happened the last time. But I think moving forward and being an Igbo person and being able to understand what happened during that period is very, very important to us.
Do you feel that the government's treatment of people who are expressing their rights and saying that they want the state to come back is fair?
I think, if in honesty, I don't think it would be attributed to the government directly. I believe that if people are educated, for example, like the law enforcement agencies, if they are educated as to what is really happening, because I believe some people have taken law into their hands to try and stop people without actually any direct, any mandates being issued for them to do that. So if, for example, like there's a rally in London, the police are noted and they are there, they're only there to ensure that everything goes smoothly. their being there is not to stop the people from doing the rally. It's to just to make sure that whoever is doing whatever they're doing, they're able to do it peacefully, happily, and feel really happy that they've been able to express themselves properly. And that's something that has never been, that has not happened, and has never been allowed to happen, if you understand. So it's not really an attack on the government. It's for them to actually find a way to properly educate the local authorities and educate the law enforcement, so that they'll be able to guide how things are being processed properly.